Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello? Please. I've been trapped in here since Thursday. I'm trapped inside your computer monitor. This is turning into RFK. Oh, hello? I've been trapped inside your computer monitor. You have to let me out. We're playing Esoteric Ebb. Hello, Commander Shepard. How are we doing today? Everybody enjoying a lovely Saturday? I don't know about you, but it was beautiful like 2 days ago. Now it's cold as fuck. I always forget how much I hate this in-between of spring and winter, when like it almost is nice out and then it pussies out. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna be nice and warm. Fuck you, we're cold. No, we're gonna be really nice this time. It's gonna be really beautiful. Fuck you. Fuck you, it's cold as hell. We take it back. Eat my butt. You're gonna freeze. Still nice here, cooled down, but not much. Just moved to a desert area. I think maybe that's where I belong. Maybe I just need to like sweat it out my entire life. Cause that sucks too, but in a different way. In like an all-enveloping way that I feel like you kind of like acclimate to better. It's weird because like obviously it's nice to come in from the cold and sit down and drink your hot cocoa and sit by the fire, but I don't know. Sometimes I just want the heat to envelop me. I sweat so much as it is. I'm like, fuck it, just send me in there, you know? Not looking forward to summer. The heat always sucks, but it's gonna be next level this year. Desert still winter, yeah, I mean obviously, but I thought we were talking more someplace like along the equator where it's always going to be like some level of hot. Like the Sahara, I don't know, what's the cool part of the Sahara look like? Low temperatures in Sahara. Ah, fuck, you're right. The Sahara gets cold as shit at night. I forgot about that. Fuck. Just move west. Yeah, I can go to like Joshua Tree or some shit. That's true. Be one of those like van guys who lives in the reflective metal vans and just smokes weed out of a hookah thing on my back porch all day while I look at the scrubland. I could see doing that as an old guy. That'd be kind of a sick retirement. Sit on a swing all day and like, eat tuna fish out of a can and listen to like Jethro Tull. New Mexico is prettier and close enough to travel. All right, I'll take these notes. I'm taking notes down. I appreciate it. I kind of, if I was gonna move to desert, I'd want to move to the kind of scary desert, like the desert where like that just has a vibe. When the sun goes down, that there's like supernatural critters out and about. Like during the day, it's like, oh, there's like jackalopes. Oh, it's so cute. And then like the sun goes down, and it's like there's demons in the sands. I feel like I'd fit in there. There's Wendigo in these damn hills. You got skinwalkers. They'll come to your door, they'll knock on it. Sound like your Aunt Petunia. Don't let them in. They'll eat your ass, not in the fun way. You will regret it. No matter who they impersonate, don't let them in. What fucking cat got hair all over my microphone? What is this? I do surgery on a grape while you're all listening. I don't know if you're getting this little scratching ASMR noise. I apologize if you are. Oh, who did this? Who did this? Oh my god. One of my cats is very lovey, and I love her so much. But she always wants to come up and lay on. I have one of those like desk-wide like mouse mats. And so it's very pretty. I got it 2 years ago at MagFest, and it's this beautiful landscape of Norvrant from 14 with the Crystal Tower at night. It's all covered in her long hair because she loves to come lay across it. And I'm like, fuck. My cat loves to lay upon my desk. I need to get like a little bed for her because it's so hard when I'm trying to like type shit out on the computer and she lays across, and I feel like such an asshole. I'm like, I'm sorry, Badger. Daddy needs to work right now. There's a cat tree just to my right. Cat loves to lay on your legs and you feel bad because you move sometimes. Yeah, it feels like you're maybe the worst person ever. All right, well, fuck it. Let's jump right in. I just want to start Esoteric Ebb. I'm really excited and looking forward to it. I've heard great things. For those who don't know, it's a disco-like, I guess, is the nomenclature we're using for these now. It's a narrative-focused CRPG. This one following in the vein of Disco, in that like Disco has the different voices inside Harry's head for his different personalities and skills. This one follows that in the voices in your head are your different stats. Your classic D&D stats, your dexterity, your strength, your constitution, wisdom, intelligence, charisma. And they all, I believe, have different personalities and try to tug you in different ways. And besides that, I believe you're a cleric and there's an election going on, and that's really all I know. So expect some political intrigue, probably some fail son moments, and yeah, I don't really know much about it beyond that, but I'm ready to dive in. Strength. Every shepherd knows the song and bellows up the river. Earth lives in that sliver of land. Torna's lament, folk prayer. Strength measures your naturally bodied prowess alongside a testosterone-fueled mindset. As a man, it's only proper for you to hone your figure and its capabilities, but why? To search for meaning is as vital as the struggle toward competency. Luckily, you already know your cause. To protect the innocent, to lead the weak, to sacrifice until nothing but your bones hit the pavement, to literally die. Don't know shit about nothing. Can't prove otherwise. All right. That's on me. Become a zealot, regain your honor, set out on your divine mission, the cleric's unique take on strength. So I don't know, like, I don't know if this is going to be a full playthrough or just a checkout or what. It really depends on how it feels for me to play. So we'll see. Higher strength allows you to equip extra items, be violent or manly. Religious. I don't know if that's a misspelling or if that's like an in-lore thing. Because believe me, as somebody who's writing my own fantasy setting, we love rewriting like regular words. Religious fervor and aesthetic nationalism increase manhood. A high-strength cleric votes for the party of Norvik, prays to his dead god, uses brute force on puzzles, punches big bad evil guys in the face, wants to become a real human hero, loves quests, simple as is a weak sniveling rat, bows down to anyone stronger, can't handle the bants, gives up and going gets tough, is afraid of women, doesn't care about quests. So what, we have a lot of points, and we can put them all into, we can put them up to 15. And we can dip all the way down to 6. So what if we start with everything at 10, just as a baseline, and then if there's anything that really doesn't call to us, we can go from there. All right, dexterity. It is imperative to simply explain these people that they have the right to choose. Belief in oneself is just. Wealth is built from within. Dexterity measures the natural reactivity, balance, and poise, the haste with which you express a witty remark or notice a nervous glance. Of course, your ability to gracefully avoid the consequences of your actions is all about risk and reward. It's that feeling of self-preservation when everything falls apart around you, to grab as much as you can while the grabbing's good, to progress towards a new future full of freedom. So those who look out for themselves can prosper and survive. I promise you no one else will. Steal, pick locks, dodge traps, become a Republican revolutionary. It's so funny how one word has me jump scared when it has so much history and meaning of other contexts. I just see big, bold, become a Republican, and I'm like, become rich as a Republican. I'm like, no! Just run away, dummy. Constitution. Always listen to your hungry stomach. Yes, that's genuinely that would be my manifesto. Measures your natural stamina, mental, physical. It's how much you can take before going down. Listen to your gut, the instinct that kicks you when you're standing at the pit. It's the voice that speaks nothing but bodily truth. Every choice you make, every emotion you accumulate can be tracked back to the lower half of that stomach of yours. Retain the mortality of fleshy logic, simple, easy, truthful. HP controls your body in its esoteric connection. Your political party polled 2% last week and you don't care. Fuck. No, don't do me like that. Pain is good for you. Intelligence measures your ability to recall, store, and process info. It is your logical receptacle and calculator. It's only proper for you to hone this pulsating mass within your skull, but why? Pure, unadulterated ego. Knowledge rules the world, so too shall you one day lead the weak. Bring your genius to the masses. If they do not bow, they do not deserve you. You know everything about the past, therefore it's only rational you will know the future as well. Prepare more spells, think, plan, and execute. Vote for yourself. Be a genius without peers. The large crumble upon their heavy forms. The mystical falter at the crucial point. The small rise to the occasion. Wisdom measures your awareness, intuition, and ability to understand the world around you, to feel it. You may not know why, but meeting the gaze of another grants you an empathic bond with her wants and fears, her dreams and hopes. You can read people for good or bad and pick up in details others would pass by. It's your belief in the heart of all folk to give and share what you have. Be completely and utterly selfless. It's only the true road to redemption. Gods only know how hard you try. Max charisma, drop everything else. Believe me, the desire is there. Empower your spells. Be kind and see the good in all folk. Egalitarian hope of the Asgalian working class. There are no big bad evil guys. I love this little goblin goober. Those who believe in democracy have a wonderful view of folk. To think them capable of making rational, informed decisions, devoid of personal bias and emotional conduct, it's frankly inspiring. Charisma measures your eloquence, confidence, and ability to navigate social situations of any kind. In short, it's the force of your unkempt personality. But they don't need to know that. Smooth talk your way into any position. You can be affiliated with any known faction or thought. Reality is molded around you like a chameleon. Become a social operator. Become anything you need to make everyone finally love you. Oh, I do want that. You get an automatic discount in select stores. Win everything. Say the right thing. Say whatever gets people to like you and become an apolitical force of nature. We're going to become fucking D&D Joe Rogan. Be arguably sociopathic. Well, that does appeal to me. Votes for whatever makes him popular, was socialized as a child, knows what to say to win favors, can actually flirt with some baddies, loves to mind control people, sees truth as a suggestion, has no soul. Oh god, okay, this game might... Reports might have been right, this game may be peak. I'm feeling like Dexterity or charisma. The troll killer. The kiosk kid. Yeah, I was thinking dexterity and charisma. And wisdom, charisma, intelligence, or maybe charisma and intelligence. Having some actual like standing for what the fuck we're talking about when we're raising people up. The little weirdo. The little weirdo is interesting. Wow, there's a lot of options here. I think I want to go int charisma. Constitution can be kind of low. And then like some dexterity to really get us up there, maybe. No, I feel like we got to have at least a little strength to assert our will. If we're already in -2, we might as well knock that down. Pump charisma up to 16, right? You assert your will through force of personality. Max charisma to 20. I think it can only go to 16 for now. That's a +5. That's huge. Let me tell you, in D&D terms, that's huge. I don't know how accurate that is to this game, but I like this stat spread. 10, 12, 6. We are... What does this mean for us? We don't have much HP. We gotta be careful. We must be aware of that. We may die. We may die horribly. If for those who are unaware, in Disco Elysium, you can kind of really stick yourself if you don't have enough, if you build it so you don't have enough HP, and then you can die sitting on a chair. So that's like the expectation I'm going into this with. Oh man, -2. That seems pretty bad the more I think about it. Maybe we take that, switch strength out for... Oh, but extra items. I love items. Stealing and picking locks seems good. Empower your spells. What's gonna hurt us more, a -1 in both or a 0 and a -2? I feel like a minus, like, I feel like we... Here's the question, do proficiencies change how you level up? I don't know. This is the like nitty gritty that I love about early RPGs. Like when you're just getting into it, you have no fucking frame of reference. What do the pre-builds look like? Okay, there is one that wow, that brings a lot of shit down to 6. And maybe, should I do that? 15, 15, 18? Oh, god damn it. I thought that would close the pre-built menu. Fuck. Did that keep? Okay, it kept. If there's one that has con at 6, then I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. No build is going to be perfect. 5 days until the first ever election. An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. The frailest cleric on record, albeit one with incredible conversational skills. That's me, baby! Complete your quests in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices, and remember to always play the winning side. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time, Chris. And make sure to save often. You have no health. Oh, that's awesome. Speak with Dead, 3rd level necromancy, casting on 1 action. Wow, this is this is a whole ass D&D. Is this OGL? Because this is like everything about a D&D spreadsheet. Like it's got the level, necromancy, 1 action, the range of 10 feet, verbal, somatic, material, 10 minutes. I love that they like harped on our skill choices like 5 times just in the little intro blurb. You need to save often because you're gonna fucking die. You suck shit. Hello? Truth and nothing else. What is your name? Ragan. Your name is Ragan. And in your statement of citizenry, Ragan Hemlin. I don't think that sounds right. No one calls you by your name. Yeah, nobody likes you. Boo-hoo. You're often referred to as cleric. So my name is... Yes, speak it. Ragan Hemlin. Factually correct. You answer another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? What is this, an interrogation? I think I'm a cleric, right? I guess what's an occupation in this context? This is for sure about your job. You know, the job. Your class. Tell the voice about your class. What class am I? I think I'm a cleric, right? Upper class. I don't believe that for a second. If I'm in this position, you're a great spellcaster who will rule the world someday. Not sure any answer's good here. Just go with whatever works in the moment. You're a high-class scoundrel, the best of the best. And awful at everything. I'm a goddamn wizard. Oh shit, alright, we've already pissed something off. Gods be damned you are. Takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? The Goblin Chieftain, she needs you. To find the Goblin Chieftain, is that right? You know it to be true. What is your political affiliation? Oh, they always ask you this shit, man. I told you I'm apolitical. I just listened to Theo Vaughn and Joe Rogan and base my thoughts off of their personalities, okay? The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. This is a setup, has to be. It is the Asgalists. Yes, they are decent, possibly. It is the duty of the powerful to lead. That's you, no one else. We've moved beyond the bounds of dictators. We're free to make our own choices thanks to the revolutionary freestriders. Elections are exhausting, yeah. Oh, I hear that, brother. It hides in the back of your skull, a fact that you are bound to be a nationalist. No, strength. And it frightens you, the pressure. Actually, I'm apolitical. Perfection. No one can get mad at you and everyone will love you. I am such a mealy mouth little fuck already. I am a child who grew up in a household where they want to please. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Now's your chance. Break free. I fell into divinity. She took me home. God, I wish. Immediately, right out the gate with the disco inspiration. I'm already liking the stat characterizations. Strength came out and was like, you have to be a nationalist, bro. All the cool, strong guys are nationalists, man. Trust me. It's gonna make you look really tough. Oh. Okay. I'm always a stickler for like the bucket helms too. Not stickler, simp, whatever. There's a term here. I'm a fan. Me likey, me likey. I really like this music. Is a little loud, but it's a fucking vibe. Esoteric Ebb, 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 Ebb. Born too late to play disco on stream, born just in time to play Esoteric Ebb. It's like, is this, I guess it's cell shading, right? It's very pretty. That's me, I'm right there. Oh, shit. I clicked and scared myself. A fresh start. Your body aches. It's stiff as if you've slept for days. Don't sleep in the armor, dumbass. It's gonna be so hard remembering all these voices. I'm only slightly modifying them, so they'll blend together, but you know what? Maybe that's all in character. Ready for your glorious quest to continue. Let's look around. Oh, a circular stone chamber. A storage for apples and corpses. Those piles of apples. Is this Tolstad? What stuff? Your hands dart around your pouch and uniform. Panic. Sweat. No spellbook. No mace. Face it. You've been robbed. Your legs shake. Tears begin to form. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. And, what's all this? What's this then about a quest? Hey, I healed. Oh, I have 6 HP. I'm like, that's probably fine. Oh, yes, a quest. You're on a quest to save the city. Interact with highlighted words to view a glossary entry. Quest, a task performed by a heroic individual and or professional adventurer. So what was that about? Tolstad. Tolstad, a sprawling island fortress in one of 5 districts in the city. It sits in the middle of River Torna, home of Yours Pillar, a sprawling tunnel network, and Water Lane, the greatest trade hub in Ascani. You are on Tolstad right now. Earth be blessed. Earth is our god. Do I remember anything? Not sure. Do you have some sort of amnesia? Don't worry. That's a classic for the genre. We're used to that. No. Just remember it. Your thoughts are scattered, but your memory is intact. Okay, well, what's the quest again? You got a job. The tea shop job. Ah, right. The tea shop job. A job for the tea shop. Tea shop's career. The job at the tea shop. Yep. The tea shop that blew up. Easy job. You'll be done in a day or two. Just a job, huh? I've done jobs before. Well, maybe not this particular type of job. Your previous experience lies in some more basic Earth Guard militia service, as well as a few at the towers. The heroes of Norvik, keepers of the city of law. Keepers of city law, defenders of humanity, your brothers. So we're in the Earth Guard. Norvik is our home city, founded by your god towards the end of the Coast War. It's built upon several layers of ancient ruins. The coast, also known as Yor's Realm, is a strip of land divided into 8 bands. The further inland you go, the closer you get to the infinite waste. It is theorized to be a ring or a half-sphere due to the bend of the horizon. An esoteric divide splits the circular coast of Yor into 8 geographic areas commonly known as bands. Each band has unique esoteric and natural traits and stretches from coast to the infinite waste. Rogue sorcery was not your main subject, but yes, you've read a lot about these types of fiery events. However, they're not too common these days. However, the incident does not appear overly complex. How much time do I have? Until the election, duh. Which is in 5 days. The Patriarch was very clear. Handle the tea shop before election day. You must honor this request and complete this quest. Time only advances when you make new choices and dialogues. Okay. So you need to figure out how to who blew up, not how to blow up a random tea shop, who blew it up. More or less. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. There's also bullshit politics involved here. You'll love it. Yeah, let's finish the job. Damn right, you'll do great. Now get going. All right, but first oh shit, we're taking die's worth of damage. 6 HP. I take it back, we're fucked. You feel dizzy. The weight of the Earth Guard uniform. A dull pain takes hold. Your body aches. Its contents rotting. You must consume an apple now. There are many apples here, and corpses. Corpses? What the hell is this place? Just take it easy. You might have failed at getting the first 200 or 300 people like you, but you've got 500,000 other folks in this city. It's with the utmost confidence that you know eventually someone has to love you. If your stats are high or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, or offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risk. Yeah, I'm going to rub my temples as much as I can through this helmet. As you do, your fingers touch upon the cold steel. It's covering your entire head. Colloquially known as a helmet. Can I take it off? No! I wouldn't do that. Like ripping off your own face. Not a good idea. Not yet. Can't wait until you do. Yes, yes. If no one's got me, charisma's got me. Thank you, voices. We can walk around and we can click and do that. So we have questing tree. Oh, brother. That's us, the apolitical wizard. Dude, that'd be a fire YouTube channel name. Hey guys, it's me, the apolitical wizard here. You've said one single time that you're a wizard, which you are. Despite the getup, your true talent lies within the arcane, obviously. Dude, I would love to be a wizard. I have always wanted to be a wizard. Your purpose on Tolstat is to... Oh, it's just Tolstad, not stat. Is to investigate an exploded tea shop, locate this establishment, and gain entry. The first ever election Norvikian history will take place in just a few days' time. What will you vote for? Politics isn't really for you, so you've said one single time whenever the topic comes up. Being apolitical sure is neat. So here's our political spectrum and then our class spectrum, I assume. Inventory. Nothing. Helmet. Okay, fair enough. We have 1 hit die. Oh, we can short res. Duh. Regain a random spell slot and unlock all failed ability checks. Representation of your willpower and health. You go unconscious, death saving throws are rolled until you either get back up with exhaustion or die. Oh, brother. Okay. Okay, so I guess there's like a bit of a gambling aspect of pushing yourself past your health. This amount is added onto your ability score modifier. If you're proficient with that ability score, it becomes +3 at level 5, or XP, and then we have feats. Dude, this game might be fucking sick. Ah, okay, this is what we learned from Recall Knowledge. Sorry, we're playing Pathfinder now. Recall Knowledge. I have Cure Wounds. Okay, I was like, is that gonna cast it? Creature you touch regains a number of HP, 1d8 plus wisdom. No effect on undead or constructs. Oh, we get cantrips! Wow, okay. I didn't realize it was gonna be like an actual like spell casting game. A whole ass like casting spells and shit. How do I use this? Can I use this on myself? I don't really want to, but you know, I'm just trying to figure out how it goes. Okay, there is good. There's a highlight button. So I was basically walking around with this held down in disco. Corpse under a blanket. You stare at a blue rag. It's draped over the outline of someone. I'm not that stupid. I'm gonna check under the rag. You know what? I am that stupid. Sir, you can't sleep down here. Give it up. Nothing to gain here. A curious behavior to lie perfectly still under a blanket like this. Perhaps he requires assistance? Underneath, you find the cold corpse of a human. You know, fuck it, we ball. We're gonna check all these. Tall and beautiful like yourself, known as the pest of the coast by those who are less inclined to reproduce like rabbits. Looking over him, you find, hair, pale skin. He's got a beard, too. And he was alive once. Mid-40s, factory worker, a scrawny blood. The 8 bands along the coast. It's a cold mountainous realm. It is your home, also referred to as Ascani. His complexion shows nearly no decay, most likely under the effect of a preserving spell. Yeah, this guy looks fresh, like he could just sit up and talk to you. DC of a dice choice is determined by how challenging that roll will be for you. If you select a dice choice, you can then roll a 20. You then roll a 20-sided die. If you get the same or higher DC, you succeed on the roll. Here we go. So we have 10 DC. We're 1d20 plus 4. Let's do it. That's a pretty good chance. Yeah, buddy, I'm so smart. There's something strange here. There is no gentle repose. Okay, if you don't know, gentle repose is a spell you can cast to keep a body fresh for a long time. A second level necromancy spell keeps a corpse from decaying. Signs of either being a hard worker or careless worker litter his skin. Cause of death appears to be not directly visible, no blunt trauma either. Considering his age and the shape of his body, this man most likely died of a common disease or internal failure. It's pretty broad and vague. Unless you're willing to start cutting, that's all you'll get. Except, oh. There's also a marking on the right leg, a circle with a cross inside it. 300 pieces added. Recall this is the marking of PR, potential revivification. This guy can be revived? Seems so. He most likely died during care and was granted immediate gentle repose. However, he clearly did not have an RF, Revive Fund. Nor did he have family members with enough ready cash. Revive Fund, a type of life insurance. Monthly payments are made into an account that can be used to pay for the resurrection of the fallen holder, given they're under the age of 75 on a human scale. Or perhaps he was just an unlikable fellow, who knows. Could I can't cast Revivify on this guy, but theoretically, could I? Potentially, yes. Although the question is more akin to why should you? Third level spell slot is a valuable resource. Why waste it on some blue-collar corpse? It's not, I mean, you just go to bed, right? Sure, we're on a bit of a clock in this game, but like, you just go to sleep. I guess, is this game using the rule where you need a diamond? Because 100 gold's 100 gold. It's okay to loot them, right? Yeah, why not? Not like the guy will complain, but don't go around talking about it too loud, okay? It would be dishonorable. Only take that which you need for your quest. Grave robbing is frowned upon by some, even in these enlightened times. Either way, you'll not get in any trouble. No one will know. I guess I should stop bothering the corpse now, except for the fact that I'm just gonna grab one. It can't hurt, right? This isn't yours, is it? What is this? Like a shawl? Tattered cloak, dexterity and charisma. The cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. Oh. An Earthguard cloak add-on. It has been ripped to shreds at the base, but you could still use it. Please don't. This thing is disgusting. Can I wring out the water? The filthy liquid falls to the floor of the stony chamber. It's still quite wet. Should I wear this? No. Of course you should wear it. It makes me stronger. Oh, it is the perfect tool for any decent rogue or ne'er-do-well. So what if it's a little damp? You have to wear it. Okay. Should I just say I'm in every class that comes up? I am a rogue, so let's see it. You reach for your fancy red pouch of holding. The cloak easily slips within the extra-dimensional space with a satisfying... I love my pouch of holding. Yes, you are very lucky. This kind of magic item could go upwards in 10,000 crowns. Crowns, the Norvikian crown, the main coinage in Norvik. Of course, you don't truly own this pouch of holding. It's property of the state. Treat it as such. Shut up, it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. Now go put on your cloak and reallocate some resources. Yes, I'm a rogue. I am 1 point rogue now. I am whatever I fucking say I am. Alright, we're gonna put this on just to see. Yes. Any game where you actually get like visually altered by what you're wearing, big ups from me. That is completely a waste though, because it doesn't bump our dexterity up to 14. So for those of you who don't know, you only get an increase to your ability bonus on the 2s. So strength is at 10 plus 0. If it goes up to 12, you get a plus 1. 14 plus 2. Ignore that because we have the proficiency bonus. 16, 3, so on and so forth. I guess, will this heal me? Yeah. Let's crunch this shit. Hell yeah. Honestly, let's crunch another. Keep it up. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Oh! I see no... Why can't we just stock up? Fill me the fuck up, big man. I want apples. A vase of leaves smells lovely. Incense. God bless this bag of holding. Easily burned, can be used to recover. Oh shit, that's crazy. You can recover first level spell slots. A divine shrine covered in apples. The runes fill your senses as you approach. The color's faded. This monument is hollow, void of all life and divinity. And worse, it's covered in rotten apples. A sacred shrine left to ruin in this state. These old things are still around, huh? A remnant of blindness and decay. Hard to let go of old national pride, but progress will always lead the way. Can I pray here? To what exactly? To Earth, of course. Earth. I need to pray to Earth. It's calling to me, baby. You may pray as you wish. The shrine towers over you. To cast spells, you must first prepare them at shrines. Prepared spells can be cast when the cleric has a reason to do so, either in or out of dialogues. Each cast expends 1 level of the corresponding spell. So I'll remove the apples. Does not take long for you to move some of the nasty apples away from the front of the shrine. Small improvement, but big in the heart. I guess we'll prepare Curedy Woomsy. That makes sense why we couldn't cast it. So what other gods are there? Many. You know a few. You have Earth, father of Norvik. You've devoted your life to follow in his footsteps. Ilum the Mender. A real lady, this Mender. You've heard the stories. Beautiful, terrifying, all the elf stereotypes rolled into one. They say a look from her could turn a man's heart until his dying breath. Though most men have a story like that, so it's probably more a woman thing than an elf goddess thing. She would not respond even if you had something to tell her. She's most likely known around these parts as that crazy witch that broke in and charmed 100 warriors back in the day. The classic tale, but Earth had a nice chat with her and everything was fine. Earth and Ilum stayed away from each other's business, officially at least. She died a couple decades before Earth did. Nowadays, the elves are a bit more expansionistic. Tokig the Gambler, that's my boy. A trickster, the type of god only famous for his ridiculous ploys. Praying to Tokig would, if you for some reason would get a response, only results in the exact opposite of whatever you wanted. Yeah, you sound like actual dudes. No, not gods, technically. It's complicated. These are the common divine avatars known to the various folk of Norvik. In short, gods weren't allowed on Yor's turf, so they sent subsidiaries. Yor, the name of our realm, also the name of the legendary wizard who created it. He died during the closing at the end of the Gate era. Wizard is a book-learned arcane spellcaster like me. Typically plays Yor's strings by memorizing and executing esoteric rituals and chants. Something like that, yes. It's like one big scheme of influence, absolute genius. A ruse played by powers in the beyond. Ridiculous. I guess I'll pray. Staring at the chiseled monument, you focus your mind. You take a deep breath and begin your prayer. And tranquility. What's going on with the tea shop? You let your mind go through the basics of what you know. The tea shop was destroyed in the middle of the day. Minor injuries were reported. Your goal is to enter the tea shop and investigate it properly. That's it. I don't think I'm going to waste any more time. I don't have much to reflect on right now. Divine scripture where it does not belong. Let's take it. Is that a fucking spell scroll? Shield of Faith! Oh shit! I got a new spell! A shimmering field appears and surrounds you, protecting you from damage for the duration. Any loss of hit points is reduced by 1. So wait, can I come back and... How many can I prepare at once? Okay, I have 2 slots, so I might as well have them both on right now. Very important piece of paper. This is my voting card. A scuffed voting card made out to a Ragnar Hemlin. It's from a dwarven office for some reason, and someone has checked in all 5 parties on the list. You need to bring this to a polling place on election day if your voice is to be heard. You pick up the surprisingly thick piece of paper with a shaking hand. The card is slightly torn and has clearly been drenched at some point. At the top it says Rost Court in big bold lettering. Rost Court means voting card in fancy Ascani Dwarven. 5 days remaining. Right, there's an election. Forgot about that. Oh! It was nice not to think about it for once. You've prepared all your life for this. It's time for change, baby. Unless... We've never had one of those. We should get a God King again. It's time for a damn revolution. I think there was just a revolution. You know what? It's time for another one. We'll bring it all down and build it up again. All right, let's look at the parties. Nationalist Party of Norvik. Freestrider Revolutionary Party. So I should...
Party of Norvik, the inheritor of Earth's will, a theocratic organization founded to uphold the old ways, headed by magistrates and 20-something noble families. The highest government position beyond the Lord Patriarch, chosen to rule a district in Norvik for 10 to 12 years, depending on their bloodline.
A top clerical rank in Norvik, different from the Lord Patriarch, which is the traditional administrative leader of the city. Only about a dozen men currently hold each rank. They manage a section of clerics at each of the towers. Asgalist. Wait, hold on. Freestrider. Freestrider, the new way. People in the east have overthrown the old wizards and gods. For years, the revolution has slowly crept into the city. Now it's time to finally join the free cities and get rich. Collection of city-states and reeds, all united under the golden banner of Freestriderism. Norvik will join them one way or another. Reeds, one of the 8 bands along the coast. It's a temperate land of lowland and many lakes, commonly seen as the homeland of humans. Large portions are still cursed, holding entire undead cities, eternally burning valleys and floating mountains. Hold on, the Asgalists. Asgalists, the workers who built this city want to rule it. Seems only just. Their vision is of a fair and even society where those who live underneath rise to show their worth. After all, why can't we share? Nothing about the Agrarian Rural Party? Did I click on that already? No. Arcanist, Party of Magic. Party of Magic. Sounds like a hoot. And finally, the last box didn't say anything. This is where you can input whatever you want or just leave it empty for a null vote. The box next to each party is filled with a smudged checkmark, including the last empty one. Smart move. No one can get mad if you vote for every party.
Idiotic. You need to pick a side and stick with it. Your honor's on the line.
You should jump ship to the winner. That's the Freestrider ideal, baby. Are these all the parties? No. There are about a dozen other large parties in Norvik. Most have been subsumed over the last years, such as the Civic League of Progressives, the Torch Union, Order of the Scales, Hedonist Party, the various guild parties. The Agrarians and Arcanists are the only ones who have not joined a larger party or fallen aside. Good to know. All right, so we have to come up with whatever our political affiliation is by the end of this. You stare at a pile of apples. Walk away if you know it's good for you. These apples are not in pristine condition. God, charisma, intelligence keep merging. I can't keep the voices up. Fuck. Should these be stored along corpses? No, it's a health hazard. Of course not. It's nasty. Can I eat my way through the big pile? It's not really a question of could. It's a question of do you have the time?
You are not capable of carrying such a tremendous burden. It would lead to death.
Don't waste your time here. At the very least, don't eat the less fresh ones. Please don't. You're not the apple boy anymore. Wait, I was the apple boy? I'm going to remove the bad apples first. I got an achievement for removing the bad apples before I chowed down. Most of the apples appear fine to you, but you move a handful that look funny away. Fuck it. Why not, right? No! My -2!
You look upon this challenge with fear in your stomach. This will be your end.
Digging in, the first apple goes down the hatch. Going smooth so far. Maybe this will be easy. Another one!
Number 2 goes well. Then you feel something rumbling.
Okay, just one. You know.
A rotten core. And something hard. Yes, that was a mistake.
There could be something good in the pile. Keep it up. We're getting crazy rolls here.
Your stomach fights against your hands as you bite down on the apple. This is impossible.
Yes!
This is the limit. As you chow down on your final apple, you feel your jaw ache, your hands shake. Apple overdose. Dangerous stuff.
No such thing. Come on. You glance at the pile, realizing you've just scratched the surface. Yeah, I was like, what do you mean the final apple? You've just scratched the surface of rotten apple heaven. Rotten apple juice dripping down the inside of your helmet. Wait, how are you eating these? Are you just shoving them in from below?
A fine way to dine.
Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of something light and hard hitting the ground. A small, sharp rock. A shiny stone? That's decent loot. Take it.
Did it come from one of the apples? How queer.
As you wait in your hand, a tingle shoots up your arm.
A shard.
It's connected with a string. These rare shards of yore can be consumed to unlock failed ability checks. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Never punished. Never punished. Also, didn't I see? Oh, the sword's up there. Okay.
A great mountain of apples.
Pardon me.
This guy, he just won't move.
Is this guy normal? He looks green. Yeah, that's okay. That's a zombie. You approach a shambling man by the zombie pile. Fuck! Greetings, citizen. Glancing under his hood, you catch a blank expression spread upon a dried face. What's your name, sir? He's not even turned to look at you. You trying something here, smartass? This is a reanimated corpse. Probably a work zombie, although it's been illegal to employ undead since the Bone Purge of 11. A citywide effort in 11 PE to stop necromancers from outcompeting mortal staff factories. Should I defeat this zombie?
Yes, it is only just. Undead are not allowed to be in Norvik.
You should probably speak with the owner first. Guy's not harming anyone. Honestly, he's probably more a productive member of society than you.
What's he doing?
He seems to be fussing over the apples or something. Sir, are you a member of the undead? He does not respond. Not even a groan. How disappointing. Can I push him? Can I? Oh, I can pickpocket. With your fingers fumbling about in his mouth. Yeah, okay, that's fair. It's not in his pocket. It's not a loose tooth in his pocket. I'm trying to steal his tooth. Your grip over the fancy magical tooth slips and he bites down. We're so good.
Ouch.
You instinctively move your hands away, but he gets a quick nibble in. You're in his mouth. Sorry. You know what? Maybe we hit a cure wounds. Maybe we here we go. Maybe we hit a cure wounds. And try it again. Oh shit. Fuck, I forgot. I mean, hey, 10% max. The first level exhaustion doesn't do anything for us because 10% of 6 is like, it's rounded up. Should I think I need to fight him to get past him.
Yes, deal with this foul creature.
Counters are turn-based conflicts where each participant takes turn in rolling dice and taking actions. You're able to form one dice action as well as cast one spell. This order is determined by initiative roll. Don't let this shambler get the jump on you now. Come on. Oh, okay, -2. I was like, this motherfucker.
Fight.
You're quick. You got this. shit, I am exhausted. Seven DC and a +1. Yeah, we gotta go for this. We gotta trick the old dodger. Your sneaky maneuver works. The zombie turns his gaze towards your fist, and then with a quick whack, you get him to stumble backwards. There you go. The slow zombie just stands there. No, he's reacting. It's just taking some time.
The zombie is hostile. This undead abomination must be apprehended before he causes damage to innocents.
You should probably try to de-escalate. Just a tip. It's a higher DC, but we still get a +2 versus a 0. This is essentially like the same thing, right? Because it's 2 up. What? We got him out of the way. That's all we wanted, right? Yes. This is a hollow animated corpse. He's magically bound to listen to orders, so try giving him orders.
Undead servant, you've done a great job today. Well done.
Maybe it's just delayed. Don't give up. His neck snaps around, the withered face now facing yours. Yeah, you've really pissed him off. You can tell since you're such a people's person. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay.
It hurts, even through the armor. This ends now. Your final chance, do not falter.
Yeah, we gotta go for it. Pretend you're his master, come on. Beautiful. You're ready to dominate this creature.
Serve me, abomination!
It stares at you, the erratic movements replaced by an ominous stillness. You've gotten its attention, now hit it again with an order.
I order you to... knock yourself out.
The zombie stares at you in silence for a few seconds, then punches itself in the face. You stare at the now unmoving creature.
A craven's way, but efficient.
Now go loot him. Yes, I am getting that. I was like, I could have him flee, but I'm getting that fucking tooth. One way or another. And doing what with it? Filed tooth in decent condition. You feel a tingle in your palm when you hold it. Gross. Very gross. Disgusting even. Oh, thank God. Good apples. Good apples. And a weapon. Oh, sweet mother of mercy, a weapon. A slightly broken standard issue Earthguard blade. Okay, well, give us a -1 wisdom, but at least it's like evened out by the wisdom tooth. Crate filled with sand. You approach a crate full of sand. They've imported sand to Norvik? For what? Glass blowing? Your gloved hand trails across the surface. The sand shifts slightly your touch. Underlying choices are more risky, but might offer more reward. I wanted to go deeper. You dive in with your whole hand, fingers first. This one does not. What? Then you feel a tug, a grip, and finally a pull. Wait, Your shoulder is almost pulled out of its socket. Oh, fuck. Managed to keep it from engulfing most of your arm, but in the process, the sand grabs onto the front of your helmet. Your face is now sinking. You gotta fight it, right?
You grab the rim of the crate with both hands, but as you put your entire adrenaline-filled arms to work, you feel energy being sapped from your veins. You are being sucked out of your skin.
It's vampire sand.
As you keep pushing, you realize you could get out at this point, however. Then you would leave the helm behind.
Fuck it. I need to keep the helmet on, right?
Your muscles turn to mush as you stop your struggle.
Come on. Come on. We just gotta roll high, baby.
Yes!
You
grab the rim of your crate with both hands.
The hazy noise of a head no longer filled with so much blood screams in your ears.
I will not die in this crate! Filled with pure fires of adrenaline, your muscles creak and your bones crack, and it pays off. Within seconds, the rock-hard grip of sand loosens and drops entirely. You swing your head back, filling your lungs with air as a trail of sand follows you.
Within an instant, the sand snaps back into the crate, not a single grain dropping from the floor.
You stumble back.
Glancing over to the crate, you see its contents now lie still like nothing happened.
You should put on the lid to make sure this does not happen to someone else.
You shake your head.
It helps. A little.
I'm going to carefully put on the lid. Take a very careful step towards the crate to grab the lid, then gently place it on top.
Your job here is done.
I've done a great service to the community. What the fuck? Vampire sand? An almost empty box except for a stale treat in a pouch. Cardamom treat and money, baby, money. 5 HP. Oh my god. Imported goods. The receiver is marked as HWBT. This is a good apple I can take? Yes. There are good apples despite bad apples spoiling the bunch. I got 3 different ways I can go, actually. I feel like up has to be the way out of here. A glow glass, very common magic item. What's over here in this little tunnel? There's a door inside this tunnel. The door won't open. Fair enough. Stairs leading down far into the city below. Oh wait, the city's below, so we're up. I assumed we were underground. I guess we'll check this out. Viskin's Lair. Am I allowed to do that? that felt not allowed. Small fungal spore ball. These can be farmed along the undercoast. They do wonders for your gut. They're not mind altering, probably. They've got pots here. So many pots. Look inside, you find this pot to be empty. Most contain strange herbs or ashes. This one does not.
There is fear. You must grow sturdier.
You hedonistic fool. Jerivigal, welcome. A commitment to another stream today. Should be starting soon. Starting soon. Stick around till then, no worries. Just happy to see you here. How you doing? Pray the stomach dies and lets the mind work without its poisonous influence. Pray the stomach dies and let the mind work without its poisonous influence. Okay, intelligence does not fuck with constitution at all.
The red eye of Earth.
Your left is mark across the bands. Today it is a universal sign of magic. Never got a notification. Either you're on D&D. When you're playing Fortnite, you don't get the notification. No worries. Just happy to see you here. Okay, why does this guy have dead bodies everywhere, man? I'm guessing he's some sort of cleric or healer. Your fate one day. It's okay. He was reading his book. He didn't notice. He didn't give a shit. The stone slabs are designed to slide along the iron beams. Interesting. I guess we should probably talk to this guy first, huh? We haven't really had a conversation. Oh, shit. Viskin, local mortician. That makes sense. Oh, all this information is hidden. Is this to pickpocket him? One is a pickpocket. What? How was I able to just take that? I'm surprised how much I'm able to just kind of rob this guy. reason not to put that on, right? Oh, wait. Is that the pocket watch we saw in the cutscene? Maybe that's mine.
Mm-hmm.
The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms, busy at work, his pencil slowly filling out line after line. On the top paper, you see an icon of a serpentine drake. A great perch. These are official documents of the city.
Great perch, the drake-like sea creature found along the River Torna. Earth was known to tame these creatures, and eventually the great perch became a symbol of his great city. River Torn was the second longest documented river on the coast, splitting the band of Ascani in half. That is the great perch of Norvik.
Ava Max, the singer worth millions, is complaining she doesn't get enough chips in her bag. What? Ava Max chips. I mean, I think that's real. Even if she is bourgeoisie, you know, we should be getting more bang for our buck. I stand by. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I am Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of this lich house. It appears you don't really belong here, but if there's anything I can do, cleric, just let me know. Cleric, a servant of God, deeply devoted and spiritually connected, typically a divine spellcaster given power through the deity. He smiles at you. His smile causes you to stir a deep feeling of unease. It's as if it is almost there, but just not quite. It's true. Have you seen the errors where it's just one chip? Yes. Well, first off, you would feel it if you had a bag. But if I opened a bag and there was just one chip inside, I'd lose my fucking mind. So someone would have to pay. Books and flasks litter the circular chamber. It's dimly lit and damp. There are several corpses present. These stone tables were once modular altars used in some advanced ritual. Ah, this entire basement was once a temple. Did you save my life? Puts down his pen. Your life is your own. You owe me nothing. However, I'm afraid to say you've been through quite the turmoil, cleric. I died, didn't I? Those fishermen who brought you here certainly thought so. Not that I blame them, you weren't exactly in prime condition. They'd caught you in their net, believe it or not. Such a strange tale. So not dead, just a bit wet. Wait, how did you end up in the river? Surprised your parents actually let you keep a rock about the same size that Cain used to kill his brother. That's an awesome way to judge the size of a rock. Yeah, this one's like about the size Cain probably would have used to kill Abel. This one, right? See how the point comes to a little nook right there? You can just, right in the soft spot of the dome, just right in there. Yeah, that'd do the job for sure. Oh, that one's too small. And that one's too large. It'd be unwieldy. You'd never be able to get any work done with that. Paint it like a gravestone? Hell yeah. That's sick. How did I end up in a river? I feel like he's not going to know the answer to these. It might just be better to ask, where can I find these fishermen? He ponders the question. I did not ask for names, sorry to say. But perhaps Water Lane? That's just a guess. Water Lane, the largest trade port in Norvik, located in a massive tunnel piercing the center of Tolstad. It's so-called marvel of dwarven engineering, and it's the reason so many people commute to Tolstad over many bridges. Considered one of the greatest crafted wonders of the world. Good guess, lots of bloaters hang out there. Either that or the local tavern. I hope you can find them. How did I end up in a river?
Not a river. The river.
I'm afraid I don't have much to tell. Perhaps you fell off one of the bridges to Tolstad. There are 7 bridges over River Torna connecting Tolstad to the rest of the city. Sounds like the start of a great drinking story, like the I woke up in a lich house tale. You don't have a lot of those, so that's good. Must have slipped, happens all the time. All the time, I can confirm. The pale man glances at the ledger next to him. 5 cases this year alone. I have some other questions, I think. DC 32. I do want to know what's weird about this guy, but I don't think I'm getting this answer. Even if I don't know how the fuck you would. Can you get like a nat 20? You have to head out. No worries, Drifficle. Have fun. There's a zombie in your basement. Oh, how quaint. Sure, why is it there? We're closely connected with the city below. The undead seemingly wander as they please. The city below is short for the city below the city, a phrase used to describe the incredible amounts of tunnels and ruins below Norvik. Lots of monsters and stuff down there. Also riches if you delve deep enough. However, I will have to take this up with Lady Sageleaf. I pay good crowns for HWET protection. The Halfway Bridge tribe, commonly called the Halfways, one of the 3 goblin tribes in Norvik and arguably the most influential, despite the small size, led by Lady Miska Sageleaf with their headquarters in the Goblin Garden on Tolstad. The Goblin Garden, a dwarf-built citadel sitting at the southernmost tip of Tolstad. It's now a goblin sanctuary and greenhouse. Oh, so it's all a misunderstanding then. Good. Well, you know what? I'm going to call his bluff. Well, I defeated the zombie, so no worries. You. Yeah, you bitch. He quickly masks his rage, but you saw it. Well done, cleric. What would we ever do without you? Oh boy, he did not like that, did he? I noticed the zombie had a magic fancy tooth that I took. Did it? How strange. The pale man gives you a sideways glance. How did you notice this tooth? Guess I have an aptitude for esotericals. Of course. Yeah, it was easy to pluck out once the beast had been slain. Of course. Well, I hope you make good use of it. Magical items, even minor ones, can be quite handy. Has these strange esoteric marks on it. Do you know what they mean? Those are glyphs of Nimmenberg. Nimmenberg, a legendary arcanist who built the Undying Legions during the Coast War, often called the father of modern necromancy and its many practical applications. Necromancy. Although in your hands, it's no more than a common esoteric trinket, I assure you. I don't actually believe you. What do you mean, cleric? The zombie is clearly working for you. That is illegal. I greatly apologize for putting you in this situation. It's my neglect that led you to this undead creature entering the tower. I'll make sure to tighten up security in the future. This isn't... Ost, we'll do a clean sweep of the basement this evening. Get ready. The kobold gives a screeched yell, Yes, master. I will also make sure to report this to both HWBT and the militia. He won't let you get a word in. Amazing. You're clearly doing something shady here, so of course I'll make sure to ask for a thorough inspection by the PCG, the Pest Control Guild. The pale man is twisting the entire situation. Smart. If there's anything unbecoming of my business here, it shall be uncovered and unveiled. Holy shit, he just keeps going. Thank you very much for your service, cleric. It's because of great men like you the city still stands. I'm sure a good word to your patriarch will show a promotion of some kind as well. Especially with this great work you're doing on the tea shop. This... Make him quiet! We gotta resist his oratory power. Beautiful. Stop! I know what you're doing. The pale man opens his mouth to respond. The zombie did work on your property. It was picking up apples or something. That's a violation of the bone purge. Yes, I am aware. The pale man takes a deep breath. He reaches below into his desk and brings forth a pouch. An isolated incident. It will not be repeated. Score. As a city cleric, you obviously have the ability to accept Dagsbotter on behalf of Norvik. Dagsbotter, a dwarven for day fine. Dwarven for day fine. Some might call it legal extortion, but really it depends on the district. Violation of the Bone Purge Code, Article 4, and singular violation cases of Dagsbotter of minor cases is issued. In relation to my status as a Tolstad business owner, that'd be precisely 25 crowns. Ah, he's dealt with this before, huh? Well done. Justice has prevailed. Gonna go now. Before you do, make sure to collect all your belongings. Gives you a quick inspection with his dead eyes. Too quick, like he's trying not to show his interest. Weird. At least he's not hitting on you. Would that be an improvement? Belongings. Quite a lot. Your uniform, your cloak, and also a voting card. A peculiar voting card. Every party had been marked. I'm assuming it's yours. Yeah, sorry, I'm indecisive. The pale man ignores your comment. I asked Ost to lay the surviving pages of your spellbook to dry. Over there. He points across the chamber. He then looks over to the corner of his desk where you took the pocket watch. Good, the esoteric pocket watch is very useful, cleric. Make sure to keep it close. Beyond that, you should be good. Alright, I'm off to quest. The pale man turns his face towards you and smiles. If only every government employee was devoted as you, cleric. Gives you a stern expression. Good luck on your quest. Leave now. Oh, I already figured that out. Don't even worry. So this is my spellbook over here, I assume. Ruined prayer book. This book has ruined. Most of the pages, while dry now, have been completely drenched in salt water. It's absolutely and completely ruined. Only a few pages of the soggy, brackenish papyrus pages are readable. They appear to contain some type of indecipherable symbols. Ascani writing of the most basic kind. Wait. Oh no. Someone has attempted to dry this to the best of their ability. No, no, no! By Earth. This is your prayer book. So many hours wasted. You would have to rebind the whole thing. It is ruined. That'd be expensive. Let's get your hands on a new one instead.
A chant book is able to sustain humidity, not underwater excursions. You should have protected Earth's chants more carefully. What a disgrace.
Gotta beat my... Come on. Beat my headphones... There we go. Beat my headphones into submission. Tray of old incense. Some is still usable. Well, don't mind if I do. Getting a lot of incense. I feel like there's going to be a lot more spellcasting than I anticipated. Flip the tome open. There are fine and handwritten letters scattered across the pages. You can read these symbols, but they're in old draconic Dimenorian, the common language of man, spread across the coast during the arcane era to become the lingua dominans in trade and politics. De verbis draconum ars occulta. These words should translate to something akin to occult dragon speech. The author's name appears to be Calum Dimenori. Dimenor, the arcane era name for reeds. Often referred to as Old Dimenor, the name was changed by Free Strider revolutionaries to mark the end of old magocracies. Could I translate this? No. Not without weeks of study. You were not trained in Draconic at the towers. You skipped those classes. Why learn languages when you can just use magic? Right, I need to get my hands on comprehend languages. You do. It's highly annoying that you seem to have lost your memorization. Find a spell scroll. Maybe you could buy it somewhere. It's fairly common. Disco has a lot of places where you can come back to and open up old threads, so I'm seeing a lot of that here. So many books, basic manuals, arcanist histories, novels. Some of them stand out to you as classics that could be useful to refresh your mind. Not right now. That's a lot. What about you, buddy? Wiggling his little clawed feet, the kobold follows your every move with cold, unflinching yellow eyes. Master says you behave. I have some questions for you. You're adorable is extremely disrespectful. Short questions. Go. Where were you when the tea shop incident occurred? Incident? Tea shop blow up. Boom. Big boom? Big boom. When it happened, I was on Waterlane, on mission. What were you doing on Waterlane? Milk. Doing milk? Deliver. You deliver milk? Yes. Side hustle. That's how it is on this bitch of an earth for sure. This kobold keeps getting better and better. Kobolds don't even drink milk. I want to know more. I want to know a lot less. I want to know more. The kobold stares at you. This milk situation is intense. Who buys the milk? Humans. Waterlane humans. They pay money for fresh milk before dawn. Side hustlers are always smart. You should do a milk run later. It pays. Can I have some milk? No. Valiant effort. I don't have anything else to talk about milk. Okay. Milk curious. Thank you. You should totally find out more about this. Could be a big moneymaker. Can I borrow your crossbow? Human is kidding. Not funny. You would make greater use of it than this puny creature. Just take it. Go away.
Don't let this slide. Just take the crossbow.
I'm gonna try to convince the kobold. Oh, how do we do this? Appeal to his better nature? I don't fucking know.
Stealing would be evil, so just demand it loudly.
Let's try it. Yes, we're so good. We're the best to ever do it. There's only one thing that could possibly convince this kobold that you should get the crossbow, and that is, of course, Viskin asked me to get your crossbow. Master did? Yeah, he said I needed it more than you. What? Why? Why don't you ask? Master, question, Yes, give the cleric the crossbow. Of course, Master. Hell yeah! The kobold reluctantly and slowly hands over his crossbow. Master always right. Oh, I feel bad now. The fact that he handed it over like that, the pale man sure is special. With the crossbow safely in your grasp, the kobold scoffs. Holy Kerman, of course you need crossbow. Thanks. Fuck yes. Dexterity and wisdom. Oh, gods are good. So what is... That bumps us up to +0. Yes, we're so wise. We're so wise and smart and awesome and cool and sexy. Was there, what was this way? So is this the Undercity down here? Oh shit. Oh, it's big spooky, the city below the city.
Something soft latches itself around your ankle. There is no time. It's a
trap. It's a trap.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try to dodge. That's real bad.
It tightens around your boot. With a violent tug, you're forced to the ground, hitting the back of your head on the steps.
Before you can even react, your entire body's been dragged over the edge.
No, no, no!
You're falling, but not far. The painful snap, your descent is stopped, and now you're simply left hanging. Okay, so the exhaustion DC doesn't... Wait, my exhaustion didn't go up. I thought it went up every time I succeeded in death saves. I guess I can try. Yeah. A deep breath. You heave yourself forward, grabbing the rope attached to your ankle. Your muscles strain.
Ah!
Oh, I've been getting crits. I double critted there? Truly, the gods are with me. Bane, your weight is too much. You've been hanging here for too long. You must try again. Your quest cannot end here. Look up at the rope. It's snared tight around your boot. Should you keep hanging here for a long time. Should keep you hanging for a long time. You see it's connected to a series of pitons wedged below and in the side of the stone walkway. Next to you is a hanging rock. It acts as a counterweight. A terrifyingly efficient yet surprisingly simple contraption. Whoever set this up is an expert. You had no chance of noticing it before it went off either. The trigger must have been a hair-fine cord of something. Gave you less than a second to react. Oh, it's huge buff from understanding it. Try it again. Come on, man. I think that would have gotten us the first time. A final deep breath. You feel the numbness spread as you heave upwards, one gloved hand grabbing the rope, then another. Through sheer power, you pull your entire body weight upwards, climbing higher and higher until you roll over the edge. Get the rope off. Your fingers dart around your ankle, desperate to remove the latched rope. You rip it off and toss it to the side. Free, safe, alive. What kind of evil piece of shit makes a trap like... No, I'm gonna... I feel like sometimes if you dodge death, you just gotta let one rip. Just gotta fucking hit that shit. Your laughter rings out in the empty chasm below. Have you lost it or what? A rush of dopamine was released once you made it over the edge. It's a natural reaction to having survived a near certain death. You take a deep breath. Air fills your lungs. You are alive. Yeah, sure, I'll check out the rope. Extremely sturdy rope. Thick, soft to the touch. Beskil hemp, the type to grow on the border between High Z and Kargamesh. Whoever placed this trap is an extremely well-funded or highly resourceful individual. At the knots, you see a series of burned-in letters. Someone's left a message on the end of the ropes itself. Behold, Bulbaslop. Great, Bulbaslop. Creepy. Is that kind of my warning that maybe I should come back here later? Fucking Bulbaslop. Oh shit, I'm at 1 out of 6. I need to eat like crazy. There's going to be a lot of damage in this game with how many heals they're giving us. We'll come back here later. I think maybe we stay in the upper city for now. Maybe we learn our lesson and stay in the upper city. Honestly, all things considered, we've outsmarted the Pale Man. We managed to get a free crossbow. We just got free shit. We just robbed this guy and he's pretty chill with it. Oh. I love the colors of this game. It's so pretty. It says Viskin's Lich House, but then
The end dentistry is scratched out. That motherfucker was working with teeth. Hello, lads, hello. How are we doing this fine day? Men at work beneath Asgol's green banner. What is it with me and pots, man? I love these things. Around the amphitheater's scene, you see a number of dwarves hard at work. They're constructing a banner of some kind, carrying a bright green flag. The banner of Asgol, the Fool. Alphas BE. One of the dwarves stands face to face you with a furrowed brow. He appears to be in the staring contest with the orc on the other side of the theater. Orc, big brutes of devilish origin. They're rare in Norvik. Most of them can be found in Feltyr. Feltyr, one of the 8 bands along the coast. A land half ruined from millennia of warfare. Its red lowlands account for a quarter of all the food production on the coast, all flowing from the trade ports in Blood City Bay. The name Feltyr originates in Orcish as High Place or Bad Fort in Infernal or Hill Land in Goblin. It's hotly debated. Blood City Bay, the most populated city around the coast, built upon the corpse of Gorgorian the Great and Terrible, a sprawling mess of wooden walkways and buildings carved out of the calcified remains, once famous for its fleet of airships deployed during the Coast War. Known as the origin of the Industrial Revolution, and while New Thazen has overtaken it as a leader in manufacturing, it still stands as one of the most industrious city-states. Oi, Mr. Cityman, he calls out as you approach. We've made it clear already, we're not moving, not one bit. He shoots you a shit-eating grin. What's going on here? Just working. The boys will be done soon enough. Hear the other dwarves laughing behind him. Nothing illegal going on here. Nothing at all. He's only saying that because he's had to defend himself quite a lot lately. I don't care, I'm on a higher mission. A mission? He looks intrigued. A quest to save the world. A quest? God's bless your journey then. Now, we're not doing anything against the law here, so... This might be one of those kind of illegal but also not sort of situations. One of the older dwarves spits on the ground next to him. You even know who you're talking to, child. This here be Alphas of the Ban Embers, a foreman in the Asgolist movement of Norvik. Ban Embers, one of the big dwarf clans. They funnel tons of penning into Norvik. Dwarf, stout, hairy, loves to dig and build, you know the drill. Drill. They built most of Norvik and have a long history with the Earthfolk. It's done more good than all of you Earthguard combined. A true speaker for Asgol. Damn, it's a lot of good. Simid exaggerates. Gives the older dwarf the stink eye. I'm also not in any way proud of my heritage. Nobility is just a poisonous hierarchy. Typical talking points. He grins. Just wanted to make that clear. Don't mention the whole noble thing. It'll just piss him off. Unless you want that. Nobleman, huh? Yeah, you know, let's see what he's doing. No reason to push his buttons until we know an idea of what he's doing. You boys setting up a play or something? A play? We're holding a rally for the cause. This evening, workers across Tolstat will gather to hear the word of Asgol. He turns toward the orc. And no one's gonna stop it. You hear laughter coming from across the theater. Papers, Alphas. He grumbles and turns back to you. So, what do you want? Seem a bit stressed. No, you don't say. His words drip with the acid from a green deer. So, it is forenoon. I'll get the lads together, and when we arrive, that accursed woman's standing there. The dwarf shudders. She starts complaining. He reaches for something in his pocket and takes out some documents. We show her the papers. And the papers are no good, she says. Ah. Real convenient, I say. No, there's nothing wrong with these papers. We're in our rights to speak out against tyrants and burghers. Burghers, bourgeois, the craftsmen, merchants, and notably higher standing citizens in comparison to those of rural roots. They sure are playing a game they can't win. Check the papers. Surely the dwarfs have screwed up somewhere. So she's wrong about the documents?
Of course she is. She's a liar, that one. A filthy liar.
Alphaz nods and grunts. Terrible liar. Can't even get the words out. He knows she's right about the documents. But doesn't want to admit it. Can I see the papers? He gives his companions a glance. Why? Because I'm the fucking GOAT! Just tell them you're an expert and that you're on their side. I'm an expert. Are you now? Yes. Also, I'm on your side. Are you now? Now hit him with, I'm your best shot at getting out of this. The dwarf grumbles. His eyes go to the orc behind you. Fine. The dwarf sighs and grabs something out of his pocket. He hands over the scroll. I trust you with these documents, city man. Oh boy, if you hand these to the orc, this could all be over right now. Tell us we're in the wrong. I dare you.
Because we're not.
The older dwarf joins in. Take a step back. Check it out. Let's see what's actually going on here. Where is the orc? The orc observes you. You say that. The orc observes you with great interest. You didn't have to shout that at me. All right, let's see. Permission of public gathering documents. It's quite light, some kind of magazine paper. Unrolling it reveals a short statement about a political rally at the Circle Square. Permission of public gathering accepted, it says in big letters at the bottom, followed by a signature, Tolstad Magistrate Nicholas Darrow. The actual text uses an archaic and typically bureaucratic writing style. Let's take a look at it. Let's crack this bad boy open. You scan the text again, checking for spelling, phrasing, and terminology. It is perfect, not a single error. Except the date. It says the rally is to be held on the 16th. The document is perfectly legal, but it's expired. Have I seen this before? Yes, often. In your scribing duty, you've signed these a number of times. It's expired. It's not a cool document. I don't like it. Oh, how come? Because it's a legal document, duh. Bad vibes. Fascinating. I love that we're like a case study for our own intelligence. It's like, what do you mean you don't like it? Okay. I'm hoping that doing this doesn't just directly... Oh. We can just get a vibe check on people. Oh, shit. She's a level 4 fighter. This is so interesting. Traveler, she's not settled here. Her belief is weak. She does not use it. Her religion is power. Is she evil? No. Perhaps an arbitrary arm of an institution, but no mere puppet. Oh, and you're okay. So I wonder if this gives a... We have no fucking clue who this guy is. Nat 20. Nat 1 into a Nat 20 is funny. Dwarf exile, level 2 factory worker, neutral good. A devoted Asgul, gives everything he has to support the cause. Second son kind of person, lives in the shadows of greater men. Follows the way, not due to choice, but due indoctrination and tradition. He wants to live up to someone. The right hand of Alphaz wants to be his own man, but cannot. Not just his own skin, but those who depend on him and his devotion as well. It's painfully difficult to dislike him. So I wonder if that gives us like legs up in conversation for doing that.
On the edge of the ruinous amphitheater, you see an orc sitting on one of the many loosened stone blocks. It looks like she's waiting for something or someone. Exuding an air of authority round her, the large one gives you a wry smile. Her tusks are gleaming.
Kind of a baddie.
Not just physically imposing, this orc knows how to exert her powers in other ways as well. You spot the merchant's mark on her jacket sleeve, a heart with the initials of the Norvikian Free Strider Regiment. What's this? Not often we get an Earth God around here. You sure walk around like a damn advertisement with this drab uniform. She presents her palm to you. Vera is my name. I'm second in command, guild agent of Tolstad. Nice to meet you.
Be nice to her. She's a free strider.
Make sure she knows you are a cleric.
The showing of the poem is a casual cultural greeting and reads, do not grab her hand. That's not what it is.
I'm the cleric. The cleric, actually.
Apologies, not Earth God, cleric. I assumed the term was interchangeable. But I suppose you're not all esoterically attuned. Not all Earth God are spellcasters, not all clerics are Earth God, but all clerics are spellcasters. She accepts your annoying correction with a smile. Probably means she sees you as no... So, did I say that? Or no, I guess my correction is the cleric. Okay. Probably means she sees you as no threat at all, a mere puppy. She'd do another smile, waiting patiently for you to say anything. What's the deal with the dwarves? Oh, them? Complicated as anything. I wouldn't be sitting here wasting my precious day if it wasn't for them. But in short, they're holding an unlawful assembly. They won't let me take a look at the document to prove it. Not frustrating at all, she says and winks at you. She telegraphs her sarcasm heavily. This is useful when communicating with slower individuals. Okay, so I have some other questions. Can't wait. By that, I mean I'd like to step back. I think I'm going to let him know that these are expired. About the rally. I checked out the papers.
Okay, what'd you find out, city man?
These papers expired like last week. With a groan, he mutters,
I know, but the date's just a mistake, you see. I personally had this signed by the magistrate 2 days ago, after the supposed expiry date.
Should have checked it more carefully.
I did, when I turned in the application. This error only appeared on the document I got back. I'm not at fault here.
Bah, the dwarf shouts onto the amphitheater.
It doesn't matter whether Darrow fucked us or not, we're here and they can't make us leave.
Darrow, one of the original Earth folk houses to found Norvik with Earth. The bloodline can still be found in high positions all over the city. He gives you a menacing glare.
And I hope for your sake you're not the sorry lad she's hired to do the deed.
I'm just here to observe. He spits on the ground.
Fanskap.
Dwarven word meaning something along the lines of devilry. That was a swear word. You could tell because of the way he said it. About this Asgal.
What about him?
Everyone knows Asgal is some dwarven demigod and or controversial leader. If you want to piss off this dwarf, then just pretend not to know who Asgal is. Who is he?
Who's...
He's taken aback by your question.
He's Asgal. Asgal the Great, the Kind, our liberator.
I'm just being fucking impertinent to everyone. Born at the beginning of the Divine Era, he's a disputed demigod and warlord of the revolutionary Dwarven legions. Ah, so he's a big deal.
Big deal.
He shakes his head. Lots of people went live at similar times and bounced around. No worries. Good to see you here, Commander Shepard.
He was a man, a dwarf with conviction to break the tyranny of kings. We're here as keepers of his legacy.
Gotta ask though, since this a religion?
Most certainly not.
Is it a cult?
I don't know who you've been talking to, Mr. Cityman, but let me assure you, Asgal was no god or demigod or anything related to it. He's just a simple man with a dream of a fair and just society. Nothing more.
Ouch, a sore spot. About the rally. Good luck fighting tyrants. Have fun. I mean, I don't think they're doing anything wrong. Fuck bureaucracy, man. Let them talk. I'm gonna tell her to fuck off. Hello again, cleric. About the dwarves. I spoke with Alphaz. Oh, did you know? Don't get involved with this bullshit unless you really want to pick a side in this Free Strider as Asgalis conflict. Both these sides are useless and ignorant. About this, I have chosen to not be involved at all. I have no opinion, sorry. I don't know. The Free Striders sound interesting, but then they just sound like a fucking, they just sound like libertarians, like, frankly. I guess if they're libertarians, they wouldn't necessarily be they'd be like, let them hold the fucking rally, but I guess maybe they sound like ANCAPs? I don't know. This game's art style is reminding me of something, but I can't put your finger on it. The cell shading is, oh, what am I thinking of? The isometric view and the cell shading almost makes you think of, maybe is it Chance of Sonar that I'm thinking of, but I really like it. Both the art design of the different logos and symbols and everything, and also just the game's world and everything. I think it's really pretty. Situation's a bit complicated. I agree, but that does not change the outcome. We have to draw the line somewhere, don't we? Good diplomatic bullshit answer. Love it. Can I come back to this? Because if I end up siding with one side more than the other, it could be good to come back and kind of put my finger on the scales, but I'm gonna do this for now. Don't be. You have no stake in this. I'll just sit here and be bored a while longer. About the dwarves. Okay, I can come back and solve this, it looks like. I'd like to know more about you, particularly the Free Striders you're part of. You are a strong and physically imposing woman. She covers her mouth and tusks with a hand. Philogenistic agenda. You got one shot. She's bedazzled at your confidence. Don't fuck this up.
Do it. Climb that mountain!
Tell her when business is settled, you'd like to take her out to dinner. That should do it. When business is settled, I'd like to take you out to dinner. Really now? Night out with a government employee? How exotic. Not sure about my schedule at the moment. After the election, though.
Score.
Come and find me next week. We'll set something up. But for now, anything else you wanted? So you're working with the Free Striders. I don't work for the revolution. It's just a revolution. You fool. You knew that. Maybe? I work for the Ascani Reeds Trading Company. Ascani Reeds Trading Company, one of many branches of expansionist organizations along the coast. We promote the Free Strider ideals in Ascan. Currently, we focus on making sure the selection process goes smoothly, along with other economic concerns. I enjoy working for them very much, perhaps not so much on slow days like this, but alas. Democracy, I don't care for it. I'm a nationalist myself. Sorry, I don't really know any of this. You see, I'm apolitical. Apolitical? I'd love some. Yes, please, I'd love some. Oh my god, they really, they got the responses down real good in this game. Glance over your shoulder. Mm-hmm. She nods slowly. You have become apolitical. Gain 10 XP for choosing this political stance 2 times. Oh shit, we really gotta... I'll be honest, this is one of the reasons I took this job. Speaking with individuals such as yourself, hearing what they have to say. So thank you for that. She's being genuine. I feel like maybe it's a little rude to be like, so what's it like being an orc in Norvik? That's a little blunt. Where are you from? She doesn't answer you at first. Instead, she looks away for a moment and smirks. She's thinking of messing with you. You mean because I'm an orc? Or I can't be Norvikian? She says, looking at you with a stern expression. See, I could double down and play into it, but then, like, does that actually get into, like, offensive territory? Yes, where are you from, orc? You know what I mean. I do, she says, giving you a warm smile. I'm from Blood City Bay. I ran with the war bands when I was a girl. She could crush your skull with ease, and that's why we love her. And that's a bad thing. Took me all around the coast, she explains, far from the cursed plains of Fel Tyre. And Gorgonian is, of course, the archdevil come to conquer Jor during the Gate era. In fact, his death at the hands of the Orcish Queen Mother Demigoddess marks the end of the Gate era itself. But you should already know this, of course. We were hired during the Third Revolutionary War in Reeds. When it was over, I stayed behind. As she speaks, you see her eyes glimmer. Those were the days. I'm done asking questions about you. Oh, silly me, talking about myself all the time. What about you? I'm a literal walking corpse. Necromancy isn't unheard of, but... who am I to judge? Be undead if you want to. Very well. I'll be back. I'll be back to exact my judgment when I have judgment to exact. For now, things are a little blurry. What quest do we have? Fix your ruined spell book. Oh, we revivify that guy. Find out we were in the river. The circle rally. Run some milk delivery. Try checking around Water Lane in the morning. The election, the tea shop. My class conflict. So far, I'm a wizard, rogue, cleric. I'm a little bit of everything. Ain't it beautiful? Who says multi-classing doesn't exist? The fuck? Hey, buddy. Goblin wall heart. I like it. A green face is splattered across the facade, staring wildly towards a flaming sky and the dragon spread across it, or something like that. Can you call this art? What does this tell me about the state of Norvik? Nothing, really. That goblins are artists?
All folk seek a belief. They've simply made one out of the supposed dragon lady.
A coherent thought from the red one. Impressive.
They should worship Earth instead.
There we go. Back to insanity. What does it mean? It represents a devotion, albeit in an asinine way. The coins stand for the fat loot the dragon brought to her people. You could get behind that.
Melting rocks.
You take a step forward, the painted stone surface is smooth. This is no cheap dwarven rock. This is Gate-era architecture disguised among the rest. You feel an esoteric urge to communicate with this object. My constitution is not great. Oh, but I have advantage. Right, because I have the pocket watch. Yes! Just barely, but we did it. You sense a crack in the wall. It wasn't there before. Then you hear the voice, a faint voice, a hoarse voice.
Secrets end when spoken.
Oh, good. You're not crazy. Talk into things now. Talking to walls now. Awesome. What's it like being a wall?
Nothing.
Nothing good or nothing bad?
Nothing. In isolation.
What do you know about Norvik?
Nothing.
Do you know what Norvik is?
No.
Who built you, Wall?
A god.
Cool it with the heresy. I'm a devoted servant of Earth, and I don't listen to any other gods. Which god?
Eomestra.
Never heard of that god.
Sounds like a weak god to have been forgotten like that.
How old are you?
15 time Malines.
How many years is that?
2000.
Gate era. Could have been built by one of yours beasts. What's your name?
Chansey.
Going through everything and just saying, I don't have any opinion on that. Is so funny. Just being the biggest, like, fence sitter. That's a pretty name.
Okay.
Here we go. What's your political affiliation? I, for one, I'm apolitical. But if you were to deign yourself political, how so?
Fear.
Are you sure you understand the question?
Yes.
All right, then. Those are all the questions I have, Wall. Give it a pat.
Okay.
The crack disappears as quickly and silently as it came to. Then silence. That was surely an esoteric event. Or else you're turning mad. Esoteric. The magic of yore and his strings, the coast is infused with it. Nicest wall you've ever met. Thank you for your time, Chansey. Thank you. And what about you, buddy? What's happening here? Braxo Pencil Wing. Surely we can get some info out of this. Surprisingly content, hard worker, he's a scribe. Has a nested interest in the current regime. Devils used to be allowed into the city only on work visas, so he could have served for several decades. Oh, sorry. Pardon me. Somehow you know this devil would gladly organize a mass genocide against non-humans in this city. What the fuck? That's not what I was, you know what? Fair enough. Let's talk to this guy. Let's shake it up. Let's chop it up with Braxo. You raise your head towards the sky. Above you sits a tiny red creature. His wings flutter faintly in the wind. The fiend throws a quick glance your way. He's annoyed. Staring at a piece of paper, he does not acknowledge your presence. Hello. I'm from the local government. A sigh escapes the fiend's maw. He slowly puts down the paper. The paper is actually a torn out page from a magazine. I've paid my taxes. You can move on. He can always pay more. I'm not from the tithe house. You're not? The fiend says and glares at you. Wait, he says, leaning in to get a good look at you. Earthguard? A cleric? Hell is you doing here?
You can go wherever you want. Fuck off.
I'm not allowed on Tolstad? Of course you're allowed, just not often you guys are here. I, for one, am very happy for your presence. This place has gone downhill since the city let goblins and free striders run amok. Oh no. The devil's a kiss-ass. We need some damn order in this place.
Wise words.
So, if you need any legal advice, just let me know. He gives you a tiny, sharp smirk. You should be aware of the fact this is literally a devil.
A good little devil.
Be careful. Devilish advice can bite you real quick. Don't take advice from a parasite. You can hear out any advice, just don't listen to it blindly. Are you a barrister, a tiny barrister? No, I have no legal position within the city. I'm just fairly knowledgeable in the magistrate's code. So he works with city law. Ask him for details. What type of work do you do? If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life, he says and smirks. So what do you do? Me? I do scribing most days. Got some connections within the palace, and believe me, it's gotten me through some tough times. See, whenever some rich asshole needs a legal draft in a hurry, who do they send for? The guy with the wings, that's who. He does paperwork, and he must be highly knowledgeable in law. Always on call, huh? For sure, but I get around quick. What are you voting in the upcoming election? Who am I voting for? Same as you, the devil says with a laugh. The good guys. Free Striders for life. High five him. Oh man, that would be so funny. He reluctantly accepts your high five with a teeny tiny little palm. I'm not saying that's the worst choice, but actually, whatever. I'm sure they'll win the election anyway. Might as well bet on the biggest troll, right? Damn right. The fellow might be an evil fascist, but at least he's realistic. Anyway, you wanted something else? Who am I voting for? The good guys, and that means the city, duh. The elites are quite literally feeding my trove at this point. You think I'd vote for someone to topple them? Interesting. I don't have a political opinion myself. You know, I'd make a joke about or something, but having a city cleric be apolitical ain't the worst. Could probably make life easier. You wanted something else? I'm done. He throws up his little arms in the air. It's over, by the gods. So dramatic. Love the little guy. I have some questions about a PPG. A permission of public gathering? Yeah, I think I know what you're getting at. He throws a look over his shoulder. He's aware of the dwarves' plight. The Asgal dwarves got an expired PPG. Expired? Strange. Why is that strange? Just seems like a strange mistake. Asgalists are known for many things, but making a mistake like that ain't one of them. I don't know. Just seems strange. Though if the dwarves got an expired document, they should leave. They have no legal right to be there. How long does it take to get a PPG? A week, depending on your contacts and your pouch. Can I have a PPG? Not from me. Ask Darrow. Nicholas Darrow, chosen magistrate of Tolstad. A man known for little else than being the great-grandson of Borgo Darrow, the legendary right-hand man of Earth. Or maybe don't, unless you've got some really important message to deliver to the people. Okay. Yep. It's all about the PPG. Getting hungry. Should get a snack soon. Oh, you were saying? What's the legality on charm person? Charm person? Such a fascinating spell. Of course, all spellcasters are required to be registered in Norvik. It's the same as in all not completely chaotic city-states. There are certain spells that are just not allowed at all, like Fireball as a popular example. But Charm Person is, despite its devilish mind control, legal. If it's cast by a registered cleric or city-hired interrogating mage. Private entities are not allowed to learn or cast it, although I can promise you many still do. People don't like to tend to like when I cast Charm Person on them. That's understandable. Folks tend to enjoy agency. Free will, you know, it's pretty popular. But if you ask me, it's overrated. People don't know what's best for them. What a horrid worldview. If you allow the state to rule your world, you'll surely be sent right to hell. Dimby, hello. We're playing the D&D politicking game known as Esoteric Ebb. Oh, I should actually, No, not that. Just scooch myself up here so you can actually see the time. Free Will was an okay movie. Yeah, I liked when they opened up the cage and said, "You're free, Will, go." Then he just walked out. Did you hear about the tea shop? Of course. Pretty hard to miss when flying past Tolstad. What's your take? It blew up. Not sure what else you want to hear. Why do you think it blew up? Honestly, haven't seen a blast zone like that since the Coast War. And you didn't hear this from me, but...
The little fellow trusts you. He is your friend.
The scorch marks look like those from a fireball, but not the kind you get from a trigger-happy pit fiend. We're talking high-level wizard stuff. Pit fiends are known to cast third-level fireballs at will. Be careful, cleric. Powerful forces are at work here. Thinking about it for a few more seconds makes it clear to me that it's all a big cover-up. Wouldn't be the first time a city-trained spellcaster goes a little off-hinge.
Slander. The city does not train people to explode.
Other than that, not to be self-incriminating or anything, but could be a fiend. Or an elemental, I mean. Water Lane has shipments from Kargamesh every other month. Maybe a fire elemental sip through. Kargamesh, one of the 8 bands along the coast, a land of vast xeric shrublands and deserts, famous for its underground cities and oasis kingdoms, home of elementals, halflings, and the many planes touched in between. The Instagram Mormons are trying to recruit you. Instagram is a crazy place, and I didn't put enough respect on it until recently. I talked about it last time, but it is the Wild West over there if you make the right feed. Who knows? I think it's a rogue spellcaster. It's the simplest answer. But I'd suggest having a chat with the owner of the tea shop. Who knows what feathers were ruffled, eh? He gives you an ominous chuckle. Citizen? What quest was that? Ruffled feathers? The owner of the tea shop is unaccounted for. Locate this bird man and find out what he knows. Deep storage. What? Told you about the old man. There's so much out there. It's crazy. The Goblin Garden is ahead. You feel it. Nature seeps through the cracks. Snell. This looks like Germa. This goblin gets shit done. A level 3 rogue, no matter the odds. Highly competent, but with a craving of validation. Just look at the way he dresses himself. He doesn't work for himself or any ideal. This goblin devotes his life for his lady, no different from a religious nut. The new Larian Studios game looks great. Yeah, they really changed it up for this one, but I respect it. You find a goblin standing at the tip of Tolstad. His clothes are fit for a Reedsian trader, and his haircut is fit for an Ascani nobleman, a superficial fellow. The goblin cares much about looks. You catch him immediately glancing at your outfit. Let me guess, you're the cleric.
Taking you for granted. This goblin needs to learn humility.
Yes, I am the cleric. That's me. He nods, looking tired and annoyed. You lean a little further into being a cleric. Gain 10 XP for choosing this class 2 times. I'm Snell, runner and handler of the HWBT. Old lady's been waiting for you. This old lady must be his chieftain, the matriarch of his tribe. Greet the goblin kindly. This is the beginning of a great cultural cooperation and exchange. I'm scared to say nice to meet you and do a traditional goblin salute. Do I know a traditional goblin salute? Nature does tend to seep through the cracks when you serve your guests a feast high in fiber. Sometimes you need that though. I've been having a lot of beans lately, and it's been good for the soul and the plumbing, you know. I know about the windowless building in New York City, the giant building that transmits data from AT&T to the US government. What the fuck are you talking about? I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Oh, fuck.
You raise your arms up in the air as one should when greeting an uncivilized tribal goblin. Oh no!
What the fuck are you doing? Cleric, what are you doing? I'm sorry. The goblin clears his throat. The goblin looks around, clearly struggling to find the right words. Exasperated, more like. Okay, right. And down to the garden throne, but he waves his claw towards you. What's all this? You look like a human shit. You've been floating around in the banks of the river. Your uniform shows it. He is insulting you.
The gall, you should teach him a lesson.
I died and was reborn. Now that's a good excuse. He laughs and motions down the stairs. Just dust yourself off. The dragon's waiting, and trust me, don't want to disappoint her. Is she spooky? Yeah, real scary. Insult her and she'll bite your head off. Then she'll scorch your corpse to dust. A jest, I'm sure. He laughs and crosses arms. But seriously, she will fuck you up if you annoy her. Tell me more about this lady. Sure. For starters, she's the most powerful woman in Norvik. And considering there was an explosion yesterday right in the middle of a territory, I think it's about time you did your damn job, cleric. All right, lead me to her. Good, but just to make it perfectly clear, some ground rules. Don't say anything stupid. Don't climb the trees. Stay away from the edges and, enjoy the garden. The goblin scurries down the stairs. He seems to be in a hurry. This dragon sounds dangerous. Keep track of her fangs. She's just another warlord fighting over scraps. Don't let her get to you. Tell her what she wants to hear and you'll be fine. You look out over the river. The cold Ascani wind sweeps through the cracks of your helmet.
Earth be blessed. He is always with you.
Follow him down the stairs.
You do so with great stride.
Not yet, actually, I think. Not yet. I'm still looking around. Maybe they'll get mad at me, but I'm not locking myself into anything yet. Goblin salute, just shout Maglubiat and start squatting repeatedly. Something's inside this old vase. Dude, they want me to cast like crazy. I have so many. Is that person dead? Can we do something about this? I guess it's chill. Let's prepare some spells. Charm person. You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. You must make a wisdom save and does so with advantage if you and your companions are fighting it. If it fails the saving throw, it's charmed by you until the spell ends or until your companions do anything harmful to it. Charmed creature regards you as friendly. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. Cool. I can have all three. Surely we should charm everyone, especially any big people we're going to constantly come back to. They should know. They should know that their feelings on us are at our whims. They have no control over their mental faculties. It's all me, baby. I will put my fingers up and do a and cast my spell and you will fall to your fucking knees. Embedded in the earth, you find a weather-bitten stone in the shape of a spiral. The edges are worn down smooth almost, and behind you lies the head of what was once a snail statue. Whatever god of symbolism this once denoted, time has ground it down. It is a monument to nothing now. There is something here, but can you understand it yet? Its purpose. Wisdom is kind of like the inland empire of this game, I feel. What's with the snail stuff? Norvik is built upon layers and layers of ruins. One of those layers, one of the oldest, were snail folk. Thus, you'll surely find many of these snail symbols and spiral shapes around the city. We get a 33 Thomas Street rabbit hole stream. You know what? 33 Thomas Street, AT&T Long Lines Building. Is it? You want a 33 Thomas Street rabbit hole stream? Here you go. Game, give me a second. We gotta lock in. Let me find the right music for this. "33 Thomas Street, known as the AT&T Long Lines Building, is a 550-foot tall, 170-meter windowless skyscraper in the Tribeca neighborhood of Lower Manhattan in New York City, New York, United States. It stands on the east side of Church Street, between Thomas Street and Worth Street, designed in the brutalist architectural style." Hold on. Hold on, gang. No, they fucking broke. Why did they break? I'm getting this all up. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, aren't you happy you came back, Terrifical? You wouldn't have this if you didn't come back to the stream. Welcome back. This music is usually reserved for when my Pathfinder players are uncovering some sort of mysterious cabal in the game. Designed in the brutalist architectural style, it is a telephone exchange or wire center building which contained 3 major 4ESS switches for inter-exchange carrier services used for long-distance calling, as well as a number of other switches used for competitive local exchange carrier services. However, it is not used for incumbent local exchange carrier services. It is not a central office. Its CLLI code is NYC MNYBW. It has been reported that this building is used as a National Security Agency mass surveillance facility. The location was previously the site of cast iron buildings, typically of the area, the facades of which were removed for preservation before demolition. Construction of the building was started in 1969 and completed in 1974. The building was a core part of the AT&T Long Lines Department, housing solid-state switching equipment that required tight security and ample space. The Long Lines Department became AT&T Communications in 1984 after the breakup of the Bell system. The AT&T Long Lines building is now commonly known by its street address, 33 Thomas Street. AT&T gradually moved switches and other facilities from their former AT&T Long Lines headquarters building at 32 6th Avenue, just a few blocks away, completing the move by 1999. 33 Thomas is still used for telephone switching, but some of the space is also used for highly secure data centers. On September 17, 1991, management failure, power equipment failure, and human error combined to disable AT&T's central office switch at 33 Thomas. More than 5 million calls were blocked, and the Federal Aviation Administration private lines were also interrupted, disrupting air traffic control to 398 airports, serving most of the northeastern United States. The problem arose when the electric utility, Consolidated Edison, asked AT&T to temporarily stop drawing electricity from the grid and instead use the building's on-site generators. The request was part of a previous load shedding agreement, and the switch had been performed successfully in the past, but on this occasion, it failed. After switching power sources, standard procedure was to check all equipment power supplies, known as DC plants, for problems, but due to scheduled training, the check was not performed, and one plant went on battery backup. The alarms were not detected until it was too late to maintain uninterrupted power. After the destruction of the World Trade Center on September 11, 2001, attacks, AT&T had to relocate a number of services previously occupying 11,612 square feet at the old
Number 1 World Trade Center. 33 Thomas Street was among the buildings that welcomed some of the displaced services, together with 32 Avenue of Americas, then the head offices of the company, 811 10th Avenue, and 75 Broad Street. In 2016, The Intercept reported the building is an NSA mass surveillance hub, codenamed Titan Point. The Long Lines building was designed by architect John Carl Wernicke and Associates and completed in 1974. Its brutalist style has been praised, with the New York Times saying it is a rare building of its type in Manhattan that makes sense architecturally, and that it blends into its surroundings more gracefully than any other skyscrapers nearby. Here, I will put on screen the view looking up from an adjacent street. The exterior walls of the building have no windows and are instead entirely covered with precast concrete panels clad with flame-treated textured Swedish granite. There are 6 large protrusions from the rectangular base which house air ducts, stairs, and elevators. There's a series of large protruding ventilation openings on the 10th and 29th floors. William H. White claimed it features the tallest blank wall in the world. As it was built to house telephone exchange equipment, the average floor height is 18 feet, considerably taller than the average high-rise. The floors are also unusually strong, designed to carry live loads of 200 to 300 pounds force per square foot, 9.6 to 14.4 kPa. It's often described as one of the most secure buildings in America. It was designed to be self-sufficient with its own gas and water supplies, along with generation capabilities, protected from nuclear fallout for up to 2 weeks after a blast. The building is a telephone exchange or wire center building, which contained 3 major 4ESS switches used for interchange long-distance telephony, 2 owned by AT&T Corp, and 1 formerly owned by Verizon, decommissioned in 2009. It also contains a number of other switches used for competitive local exchange carrier services, but is not used for incumbent local exchange carrier services and is not a central office. The CLLI code for this facility is NYC-MNYBW. The building likely contains a mass surveillance hub operated by the NSA codenamed Titan Point. An investigation by The Intercept and the documentary short film Project X by Henrik Moltke and Laura Poitras both identified Titan Point by drawing on the surveillance disclosures of Edward Snowden. The investigation ties the facility to a nearby FBI investigation building and its rooftop equipment to NSA's Skid Row satellite intelligence system. Further investigations by the same authors at The Intercept linked the building to Fairview surveillance program, a wide-ranging partnership between AT&T and the NSA, also involving 7 other facilities of the same kind in major cities.
There we go. Was that what you were hoping for? I feel like we all learned something there today. You know, we all got some lessons out of that. Thank you, SpongeBob Big-Eyed Pants. Okay. Interesting. Now the game capture isn't working. Do you see this? Because I don't see shit. Oh, it's working on the pause screen. Why are you not working on the game scene? The government, yeah, they're silencing me. Fuck. They're gonna shut my whole stream down. God damn it. Terrifical, what did you do to me? Game scene, let me... Let's just remove my game capture. Let's try remaking that. There we go. Swoosh that all the way down to the bottom. Fit it to the screen. Hey, we're back. Okay, get this spooky ass music off my Spotify. Chillax. I almost hit like songs, which would have been copyright hell. Okay. There we go. That was, you know what? That was a nice intermission. Maybe we just need to, like, every stream, we just take 15 minutes and just read an entire Wikipedia article. That was kind of beautiful. Remember I talked to a crazy lady and she said all the PDF files in the country would get arrested in one mass. Oh, the pedophiles in the country would get arrested in one mass arrest as soon as Joe Biden took off. She told me back in 2020. Now we know the complete opposite is happening. Turns out things are a little hard to get done when everyone who runs your country is a pedophile. If I say what I want to say, I'll be suspended for maybe forever. But anyway, let's touch the surface of this snail shell. It is cold. Your hands run across the stone, finding it more coarse than you thought. The ridges in the spiral are even smoother. You find they're not at all coarse. Following it, you feel the markings of a sculptor's pick, but they're smoothed out. Is it produced not by mortal hands, but by magical precision? You realize this was most certainly an esoterically constructed art piece. What's more, you feel the outline of a script, symbols, runes? Your fingers trace them faintly along the spiral shell of the snail. The symbols do not mean anything to you. If you had to comprehend languages, you can understand the script just by touching it. Alright, well that's good to know. Let's put that little nugget in there and remember it. I'm gonna go blow my nose. We only have like 15-ish more minutes, but I can't hold my nose for that much longer. It's drippy. All right. Kitty cats. You know I'm interested in the kitty cat. And the barrel full of 8 crowns, baby. A black cat. I love black cats. On the ledge overlooking the garden, you spot a black cat. Except for... cats are so perfect, except for litter boxes, man. I hate the concept of litter boxes. Calm as can be, it doesn't even care that you stomp up next to it. Behold the cat, a legendary trickster of Norvik. Hello, I'm from the local government. The cat lifts its head up, its dark eyes squint at you for a second, sniff the air, and then ignores you once again. It knows more than it lets on. This cat does not care for you in the slightest. Pet it or something? I don't know. If you wish to hold a proper conversation with this magnificent creature, you'll need to speak with animals. As well pet the cat at least, right? Reach towards the cat's head, it meets your palm and nuzzles up against it. Yeah! Such independence and arrogance. You should get a cat. Not doing anything, yet getting so much love. Learn from this beast. His grace is unmatched. If you were a cat, you'd never have trouble again. Appears to have enjoyed the pet. Enjoy your day. I'll be back, citizen. Believe you me. Sneaky staircase. Nice find. Yeah, but where do I... Ah, here we go. That is a sneaky staircase. The rough letters spell out Our Lady's apartments. Well, this might be the tea shop right here. The name of the tea shop is illegible. Amidst scorched marks and cracked masonry, you approach a doorway. There are several planks blocking passage. The tea shop. Take a peek inside. A powerful force left these marks. Fastened with several nails, you also see a paper. Coin Lord's Meat. Updated. Coin Lord, the magistrate handling minting, trade, financing of public works, and tithes, currently held by Nicholas Darrow. At the top it says, City Notice, no trespassing. Does this include me? No, or else you would have the password. Try touching the planks. As you do, subtle ripples of blue energy appear around your gloved hand. It is sealed. As you move your hand away, the faint aura shimmers in dark translucent blue, then fades away. This feels like trouble. Just standing near the door makes it clear there's a locking spell cast on it. Standard procedure for crime scenes. Rude to lock people out. Crime scenes should be public viewing. Remember, you were here on behalf of the goblins. You still have not spoken with the chieftain. To complete this quest, you should probably do that first. What kind of magic is this? It's an arcane lock. Casting it on a bunch of planks is unorthodox, but obviously they got it working. It's used all over the towers. You need a passphrase to unseal it. Can I guess it? Guess? Guess? Without knowing who placed this seal personally and the preferences, even assuming the person who placed it is an idiot who would use something of their own preference, there are millions of sentences. There's no chance in hell you can simply guess. I'll go figure something else out. As long as this blue asshole's in the way, no, you'll need another way in. But I can still break it down, right? You can certainly try. Can I see anything beyond them? You catch glances of still shadows beyond. This place is a mess. Look at the scorch marks. It's everywhere. This fire was intense. Arguably, these marks could possibly have been caused by a regular fire of a wooden house. This stone masonry does not have enough fuel to carry such a flame, unless the building was stacked to the brim with tinder. Nothing special about that. Then continues to a finer writing. By order of Coin Lord Darrow, the following premises are under city seizure until under suspicion of criminal offense. Unlawful trespassing will be liable under 13 holster contempt. You'll get into trouble if you enter the tea shop without talking to the Coin Lord first. Understood. Understood. Man, this place feels fucking massive. Got whole ass bikes here? Sleeping for service. Come back after midnight-ish. A handful of bicycles are stationed at the local rack. Bike racks are stationed in many places around the city, usually in locales with lots of stairs. There's a stillness here, an uncommon sight at the heart of a city. Not a lot of bikes. The usual commuters are probably too scared to head past the tea shop. This particular bike is yours. Check the chain lock. The rusty chain seems brittle, but wrapped so hard around the tire that it would be annoying to get off even if you had the key. Why would you why would you wrap it like that?
Good. No one will take your bike.
Not even you, apparently. Wait, this is my bike? Yes, you fool. Keep up. Sure is. Best way of traveling Norvik. Except, of course, on this godforsaken island fortress. Where's the key? Not here. Did you lose it somewhere? Did you lose it? Sorry. Don't go wandering around looking for your key. It's just a bike.
Don't say that. It's a wonderful bike. A manly bike.
A rusty bike. Could getting the key be a quest?
That does not sound like a quest you would get.
Sounds like a shitty quest.
Find the missing key. The mystery of the bike key. Something like that would be perfect.
Oh, that does sound like a quest you would get. The key's probably at the bottom of the river along with the rest of your dignity. When did I come to Tolstad? On the 21st of March, evening. Then you fell. The hair at the back of your neck stands on end as you sense a sudden shift. I stumbled over the stone railing. Yes. And you broke the shit out of it. Was I alone? No. A lucky strike from some drunk fool, probably. Do I recall anything important? You chained the bike. You stood up. Then pain. That's all I remember. Yes. Today you'll eat 2 corn dogs. I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. That's a great goal. That is respectable. All right, Zara, get ready to get an ocular pat down. Dwarf, exile, service worker. A girl born from Asgalist wave in an Asgal household from an Asgal state. She is an Asgalist. Dangerously shy. She needs good friends and better mentors. That's not you, by the way. Where is she? The dwarven girl gazes around the halfway bridge before her eyes land on you. She says nothing for a while, staring at you, no real reaction on her face. Believe it or not, I'm actually not a cleric. Huh? I'm a wizard, the powerful kind. The kind to take over the world one day, like the old Arcanist of Dimenor. I know that's kind of a controversial thing to say these days, but I feel like we all need to get better at expressing what we feel. God, this game is awesome. Arcanist. You are no longer a cleric. Instead, you are now a wizard. Gain 100 XP for changing a class. Holy shit. She stares at you for some time, then says, weren't they evil? Very interesting you mentioned that, for you see, the ontological explanation of good and evil is actually more aligned with the ideas of self versus other. So in fact, the Arcanists were simply focused on the development of the self rather than the development of others. No, that's propaganda. Yes. Oh, this game is peak. This game is fucking awesome. Oh my god. I need to take a screenshot of that. I don't know if that showed up on stream, but I just need to send that to a friend because holy fuck, this game might be the best to ever do it. Yeah, they were evil. She looks around, clearly nervous. You're worrying her by your presence alone. Potentially something else as well. I'm waiting for a friend, but she hasn't shown up yet. Getting worried. I can help with that. Oh, okay. She fidgets with her hands and clears her throat. This girl is neurotic and introverted. That's a mean way of phrasing it. But it is true. Her body language reveals all too much. She has glasses. She wears a green coat. She's a human, but not that much taller than me. We're supposed to meet up here, but she hasn't shown up yet. I'll go look for your friends with glasses. Thanks. I don't spend much time on Tolstad alone, so I'm a bit lost. So thanks. This dude shows up, says, I'm a wizard. You're like, weren't wizards kind of evil? He says yes. The halfway bridge connects with the palace and the rest of southern Norvik. Level advancement. Oh shit, I leveled up. I was like, really? After 100 XP, I'm only at 315? Bet you haven't heard about the found footage of the Mexia supermarket in Fort Worth, Texas. You're right, I have not. Ability score +1. Hit points 5, hit dice 1. First and second level spell slots. So what, do I... Okay, I can choose 1 to bump up. See the good in all folk, empower your spells. Yes, Gallian working class. Vote for yourself. The Republican Revolution. Aesthetic nationalism. A political force of nature. My charisma is really good. I feel like I should actually bump up my wisdom personally. Try and increase my spells. Is there anything else this way? No. This is the end of the road. Speaking of the end of the road, that just about brings us up to the end of the stream actually. The clock strikes 6. This was Esoteric Ebb. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's a great stream game, but I think it's a great game. I'm gonna be playing this myself. I think it's just a bit too much reading for stream. At least like with a slow chat. Maybe if I had more people who were like excited to see my choices. But I think with a chat like ours, it maybe doesn't work the best because I'm so focused on reading. There's like no bantering or anything. It'd feel very let's play. So I think this is just gonna stay a let's look at, but I cannot wait to play more. I'm probably honestly gonna play more after I figure out whatever the fuck I'm doing for dinner. And I would highly recommend you check it out as well. It seems like it's already a fire spiritual successor to Disco, and does some really interesting stuff integrating D&D into the medium. So yeah, I'd give it 2 thumbs up. I'm gonna play it some more myself, but we'll figure out something else that fits maybe our stream style a bit more going from here. Oh, okay, here we go. It's the found footage, the Mexia supermarket in Fort Worth, Texas. So a couple owned a supermarket. They couldn't pay their debts, so they had to shut it down, but they never negotiated with anyone what to do with the perishables. They just locked up the supermarket and left every single food item in there. It's abandoned for so long, the residents were complaining of vile odors. When the health department came by, they couldn't go near without vomiting. They did some testing that they were dangerously low oxygen levels inside the establishment, so they had a team of people wearing hazmat suits go in and clean up the place. Wait, what? Mexia supermarket. Oh, this is real. This sounds like a fucking like creepypasta. The cleanup was a costly biohazard operation. That is crazy. The diseases that festered in the store included E. coli, which was abundant, active, and growing. Oh god, they'd use loaders and shovels to collect the rotten food. Ugh. Oh, this sounds so gross. 10 vendors removed salvageable items such as soda machines and cash registers. Due to the conditions inside the store, none of the food could be recovered, even including the canned goods. They were covered in bacteria. Even if we got in there through the cleaning process, there's no way they could sanitize them and guarantee someone wouldn't get sick. Holy shit. After a brief period of vacancy, the property was bought by a supermarket chain spanning Oklahoma and Texas named Terry's Mart. After a few years, Terry's Mart left the property, resulting in vacancy. Aside from the XL Parts auto store controlling part of the asset, supermarket was sold to Cross Family Trust, yada yada. Okay. In 2010, it was featured in an episode of Life After People, a television series which experts speculate about what would happen if humans suddenly disappeared. The episode, titled Last Supper, was based on what would happen to humanity's food supply. The food footage from inside the store featured in the episode had been previously presumed lost, part of a much larger quantity of footage filmed inside the store during the cleanup. The further footage was discovered in July 2025, sourced from B-roll and newsreels. That's crazy. I did not hear about that. All right, gang. Take care of yourselves. I'll be back tomorrow with part 3 of Resident Evil 5 with Coco. We'll be continuing our adventure, and thanks for everyone for hanging out. Big shout out to Commander Shepard 420 and Drivical and Dimpy for hanging out in chat. Much love, everyone. I appreciate you all. Socials are down below. If you like, share the stream. Let your friends know. Clip some stuff. I have clips on my channel if you want to send them out. There's also some shorts, just 2 so far, but I made 2 shorts and put them on the YouTube channel that I think are pretty funny. If you want to go watch any of the VODs or share any of the shorts, they're over there. Thank you all so much. Take care of yourselves. Hope you have a great Saturday evening. Have a good time. And yeah. Is there anyone I can raid? Anyone? I'm not worried about it. We'll just wrap it up today. All right. Thank you all very much. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.